Hello, welcome to Just Tom. Today I've got a bit of a treat for you. I'm going to be driving one of my good friend Dave's really nice car from the 1990s. Let me introduce you to my 6-minute review, the Honda Prelude. Beautiful. Part 1, 2 minutes, go. Right, this has got an aftermarket kit on. This is the Honda Prelude Type S. This is a Japanese import, as I've just mentioned. So this is pretty much standard. In here, and I'll show you in a bit, I've got a 2.2, it's making 220 brake horsepower, no turbo in there, real nice piece of kit. Come with me, come with me. So, interior, it's a bit old school like I said, but it's a 1998 car, so you expect it. It's got all the gadgetry that you would expect on a modern day car. So internally, it's got an aircon, it's got climate control, it's got a computer screen on it, electric wing mirrors, it's got all the sort of kit, and that was the advantage back in the day of buying a Jap import. Moving further back, it's a 2+2, so it's got bolstered seats in there and a half leather as well, so they're really comfy, and I'll show you inside in a minute. But it has got really small seats in the back. You've probably seen them before out and about, kind of useless, and if you've got anybody who's got no legs, they'll fit in there perfectly. I wouldn't recommend squeezing any adults in there, you can end up with all manner of bother. Moving further back, with it being a Type S, it doesn't come with rear wheel steering, which these were very much known for in the day, and that's all about reducing costs. And then further back still, we've got this beautiful aftermarket, very classy spoiler, Mugen, which was put on. There is a standard spoiler on the Type S's, but this has been replaced, and I do think it looks lovely. And it's got a usable boot, and that's the beauty of it. So I've got a usable boot with a space saver, real good piece of kit. That's under 2 minutes. Let's move to the next bit. Part 2, let's go around this vehicle in a little bit more detail then. I spoke briefly about the 2.2. You can always tell if it's a Jap import one on an S Type because it's got this red cover on the top. On the UK one, ordinarily the grey. Internally then, you can see it's had a few different aftermarket bits and bobs. It's got a new air intake here, gives it that oomph when you're moving. And also comes as standard with a strut brace. You didn't get that on the UK model, really nice. And you can see as a standard car, pretty much that's in great nick. Quick, let's go inside. Okay, so then internally then, I think you can agree, this is still looking wicked. For a car that's 22, 23 years old, it's looking wicked. So looking into the car itself then, like I said, bolstered seats, nice, really supportive when you're driving. I've spoke briefly about the back seats. I don't know how well you can see, but this is the riding position of my friend that owns the car, and to say it's pretty useless is an understatement. However, it is really good. Carry in your bottles of pop, so it's not a complete waste of time. Internally, it's only got 5 gears. When you're driving forward, in all honesty, it does feel like sometimes it could do with that 6 because it's revving so high. But you can see it's a nice piece of kit. No controls on the steering wheel. Everything's the wrong way around. We expect that, don't we? It's Japanese. And now finally at the boot, it's a good space one. It's actually a usable coupe. If you're going out there and still thinking a car for the family, this could well be it. Look at the spacing we've got in here. It's quite usable. Under here, got a space saver. Just kill its street cred a tiny bit if you've got one of them on, but it just goes to show you are geared up for using it as an everyday car. And then finally, we've got this bad boy, and I'm going to go and fire it up for you now. Got 10 seconds left, check this bad boy out. Final 2 minutes to summarise this up. This is about my 3rd attempt now. Do you know the reason being I've come back again is because I've gone day-to-day car. This isn't a day-to-day car, this is an enthusiast car. This is for somebody who feels the heart for a Japanese motor, somebody who wants the passion of them high revs, the noise, the adrenaline that comes with it, the feeling alive that a lot of cars don't give you anymore. This does it in absolute bucket loads. So I was going to talk about how you could go shopping in it. Yeah, of course you can. You've got a massive boot in the back. Great news, you've got a flat tyre, you can change it. You can't take the kids out in the back because, well, you just can't. But there's lots of space in the front. It's nice and easy to live with day to day, but that's not what this car is. It's an enthusiast car. You go out in this and it's snapping necks, I tell you. Having just driven up here, people are stopping dead looking at it because it's unusual. And for me, it's an absolute pleasure. I look at it through rose tinted glasses. I grew up with these. I absolutely love it. It's nice to drive. Brakes feel a bit ropey these days. They're 23 years old. They're not going to be red hot, but they're still very good for the kind of car it is. Notably, it's quite light and you can feel that, but the ride's nice and smooth on the roads. It's got nice expensive tyres on, which is going to help with that. But for me, it's a solid 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10 because there's just a few things that it compromises, but every car's got a compromise. You're never going to get a 10 out of 10 on JustTom, I can promise you. Thanks very much for joining me. Get up subscribing. If you like bikes and cars, you're at the right place. Take care. Right, I've got about 30 seconds left. Check out this. This is a bit of Vtec.